Anissa Coy here with Firehouse Education, and you guessed it, this week's Ask Anissa video column. And this week, I am coming to you again from the beautiful town of Cairns, Australia. Actually, we're in a little place called Holloway Beach. But anyway, hopefully my scenery and background is not too distracting for you because I have an awesome question that was sent in to me. Give me a second, I'll grab it for you. So the question that was sent in to me was from Tim. And Tim says, "Hi Anissa, wow, Australia, that's amazing. And that is actually on my bucket list for sure." Well, Tim, you definitely need to check that off and come to Australia. It's beautiful. I have two questions for you if that's okay. One, how do you go on a trip like this? I mean, how do you shut off the business and not think about all that stuff that you have to do when you get back? I struggle badly with this, and I desperately need some woosah time to recharge my batteries. I am going on a trip soon, and I need your advice. Question number 2. Does the toilet water flow in the opposite direction when you flush as it does here in the States? One of your biggest fans, Tim from Alabama. Well, Tim, those are both really good questions. And what's really funny is so many people ask that about flushing the toilet. So I'm just going to answer that one right off the bat and get it out of the way. As you can see here, there's your answer. No, I did not actually film that. Kevin did. But anyway, so to answer your first question about unplugging and the whole woosah and recharging when you go on a trip, I've got some really strong feelings about this. Number one, it is really, really important. In fact, it's vital to your business that you get away, that you do unplug, that you get out of the middle of everything and woosah, as Tim said, and relax and get your mind off of all of those daily stresses. Now, how do I do that? Well, you're looking at one of the ways. Nice glass of rum on the beach. I promise you that will take your mind off of a whole lot of things. And this particular rum is Australian, and it is called, yes, that is literally what it is called. Anyway, so now, it's not all about rum and games, right? So how else do I unwind? You know, one of the things that I think is really vital is to really get away. And I don't mean like, you know, don't just go in your backyard or, you know, somewhere that you've been necessarily before. Get away. Like, you don't have to come all the way across the pond and go to Australia, but go do something and get away to where you've never been before. Somewhere that's going to, you know, pique your interest and have your senses and get you really involved. Whether that's, you know, Costa Rica or the mountains in Canada or, yes, Australia, or Tahiti, or whatever that is, get away. Don't just go in your backyard. The second thing I do is get off of your electronics, okay? I have done very little, and I mean very little emailing while I've been here. I've literally went days and didn't check my email. And here's the thing about that, Tim. You know what? It feels like the world's, like, you have to check your email every day, or, oh my gosh, things are going to be bad and the world's going to implode. You know what? It's really not that important. You can go a few days and not check your email, and people can wait for a reply. And if they can't, well, then maybe they're not your people or something, okay? The other thing is that don't always be on your phone doing social media. If you will look while I've been on this trip, I've been here for almost 3 weeks. You will see very few posts, several of beautiful sunrises and a few of the beach, but I don't do a ton of posting when I'm gone. When I get home, I might, but when I'm gone, I'm gone. Like, unplug. That is the word of the day. Get off of your electronics and relax. Kevin and I will come outside here to the beach and we'll sit in our chairs on this deck and just sip some wine or rum and relax. Or we take a deck of cards every time we go travel because we play cards. It's the only time we play cards. We hardly ever play cards at home. So you've really got to get yourself, like, get out of the habits that you do every day. The other thing is do something that makes you uncomfortable. What did make me a little bit uncomfortable yesterday? We took a boat, a beautiful catamaran, 26 miles out into the ocean to the Great Barrier Reef. And we went snorkeling and scuba diving. And I'll tell you, if going out in the water and getting in it at 26 miles out in the ocean doesn't make you uncomfortable, I don't know what's gonna. But do things that literally involve your senses, like just get away. And I think that people have such a hard time with that because they feel like, I don't know, the business is going to fall apart without them, things are going to go bad and go wrong. And you know what? I mean, in a week, things aren't going to get destroyed to where you are going to not have a business when you go back to it. But I promise you this, if you don't get away from it, you're going to be miserable. And so will your business and so will your team. And here's the other thing about getting away and unplugging. Oddly enough, some of our biggest epiphanies and biggest problem-solving solutions that we've come up with in our business and in life happen when we get completely relaxed and get completely away from our environment. Seriously, when you get out of that environment, it's like that, what is that phrase? You can't see the forest for the trees. But when you pull back and you don't have your employees calling you every day and people really can't reach you because you put your phone on airplane mode, which is another trick that I do, then all of a sudden, all you have is you in the present moment. And you have time to really think and contemplate. It isn't just about your business, Tim. It's about you and what do you want? What makes you happy? And you wind up actually doing a favor to all of your team and, of course, yourself, but to your business. Because you get away from it. When you come back, you have new energy and a great tan, and you're all rum-soaked, and so you're just like this different person. And I mean, all joking aside, I know I've teased about the rum, but seriously, you are a different person because you actually get calm. And a calm mind see things from a different point of view. So, my advice to you is unplug. Turn off your social media. Take a ton of pictures if you want. That's great. Put your phone on airplane mode. Don't check your email every day. In fact, I would challenge you, if you're gone for a week, don't check your email. Do an autoresponder if you want and say, I'm on vacation and I won't be responding for a week. Don't do it. Get unplugged. And my third piece of advice is find a local rum and have a few sips in the evening, and you will solve all of your life and business problems. Okay, Tim. Well, I hope that answered your question, especially about the toilet thing. But seriously, you guys, there's nothing better than getting away to whatever that place is for you. For me and Kevin, it's the beach and the ocean and scuba diving and palm trees. So I hope that this will give you a plan for this up and coming year. And when you go on your trip, Tim, do some of those things, and please get back to me because I would really like to know how that will change your experience. All right, guys, be sure that you are subscribed to my YouTube channel at Firehouse Education, and be sure that you are a super cool kid and you are subscribed to rnrmegonline.com so that you get this and lots of other goodies in your email inbox every week, as well as the digital magazine full of tons and tons of free educational informational material that's vital to all restorers in the industry. All right, send me your questions, Anissa@firehouseeducation.com, and I just might take you on a tropical vacation with me.